Hey all, welcome and welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing good. Okay, my name is Shivalika Gupta and this is my channel, Servicenow Developer. Okay, and you might have already seen this integration playlist. This is just a brief intro of the playlist in my channel that you must watch if you haven't already. So in this playlist, this integration playlist is for pure beginners, okay, who are having no knowledge of integration. They can also explore, and who know integration, they can also explore, and you can go sequentially and just explore beginning, 5 to 6 videos, and then will get the idea. So you must explore. And this interview prep playlist is, as the name says, it is for interview preps. So it has many real time use cases across different core topics of service now, like you can see directly from the thumbnail itself, and the images which I have shared. So it covers various core topics. You can see it on the screen, and it's extremely good. So you must explore it. In fact, today's video, and also you would have understood from the thumbnail and the video title, will go. It is a real time use case again, and it will go in this interview prep playlist. And this, did you know, playlist was recently started by me, and it is for those. Okay, and it is for those curious ServiceNow enthusiasts who like to keep exploring little things here and there, which are very common to the eye, but you won't know that how it is working. So yeah, this playlist is for them, and trust me, it has many new things, so you can explore this also whenever you get time. It's very good playlist. Okay, that's it with the intro. Let's begin with today's use case. It was asked to me, not to me. I mean, it was asked to one of the persons who shared this question with me about 2 to 3 days before I'm making this video. Real world flow designer scenario that's commonly asked in interviews, and approval based automation. Okay, where approval and rejection paths trigger different outcomes. So if it is, you would have seen like in flow designer, and it is again catalog related flow designer. So I have already created catalogs, that all we'll discuss later. Right now I'm explaining to you what the use case is in layman terms. So yeah, it is a common use case whenever the request is submitted or any catalog item is submitted from the catalog, from the service portal. It goes to it goes to any person or any group for approval, and then there are two branches. First branch is that it is approved, and second branch is that it is rejected. So this is these are the things that we will be doing today. If it is approved, then we will add the person to the group, and also we have to send the notification that it is approved. And then if it is rejected, then also we have to notify the person that your request has been rejected. And then we have to create a manual catalog task. Okay, so this is a simple flow. This is a little flow which I have made for the same. So the use case is that I will create a catalog item which I have already created. I'll show that to you guys later. So you have to submit that catalog item, and it has basic fields. It has requested for. It has group. It has I think the group manager, which will auto populate with the manager of the group whatever is selected, and the reason field, okay, which is a string type field or multi-line text field. So what the flow we are following is, the user submits the access request, then the flow is triggered. Request item creation, obviously, then it is sent to the manager for approval, then it is waiting for the approval state. If it is approved, we have to send the notification to the requester that your whatever access is has been approved by the manager, and then we have to add that user to the application group, and we will close the request item, and the flow will end. Okay, and when the approval is rejected, we have to inform the user that your approval has been rejected for getting access to the group membership. And then we will create a manual catalog task, review task. I have just written service desk here. I will be using whatever active group is available on the platform. Okay, and then there will be end of flow. So you can understand it is simple and yet not simple, flow related use case. Okay, and also it is asked in interview, so it is very easy to judge whether the person is able to use different actions of the flow designer and relate it to the catalog item and not, or not, using this kind of flow. We ask from the person who we are interviewing, or interviewer ask from the person he is interviewing. So yeah, now let me show you the catalog item which I have created. So we will submit the final request for testing from the service portal. Right now, I am just showing you on the platform. So request access. I think I have created this catalog item already, and whether you want this catalog item uh, video on how to create this catalog item, that you can write in the comment section, and I'll bring another video on how I created this catalog item. For now, I'm just using this catalog item for this use case. Okay, so it is a simple one. So I have named it this request access to a specific application group. It's catalog. I have given service catalog. Category I have selected services. And you can see it has a requested for field which is a reference field. It is referencing the user table and it is being auto populated with the logged in user. So since I'm administrator, so it has been auto populated with system administrator. Second field is group, and it is a reference field to the uh, to the group table, and it will be showing me the list of groups which are active. That is the reference qualifier, simple reference qualifier that I have added there. And this is the group manager which I already told. It will auto populate with the group manager of whatever group I am selecting here, and it has been made read only because it is for auto population, it is not for modification. And this variable internally is also a reference variable to this is user table. And reason is a simple multi-line text field, and here help text I have added. Okay, and with more information is you click on this and then it will be visible, and even if you don't click on this, it will always be expanded. If you don't want to see it, then you can click on this. Okay, so describe in brief the reason for accessing the group, and then some reason the person can give here. And in this catalog item, two fields I have made mandatory, requested for and group, because obviously these two inputs are required for adding the person to the group. And then and then there is a reason field, and that's it. Okay, so now let's proceed with the flow. So I'll just show you the process engine section of this. So in here, whatever flow that I'll create, I'll activate it and I'll add it here. Currently there is no flow added here. Okay, and it is fulfillment automation level. I have selected as semi automated because I already explained that if it is approved, then there will be automatic addition of user to the application group or whatever group he has selected in the catalog item. And if it is rejected, then there is a manual task that I am creating. So that's the reason the automation level of this flow or this catalog item will be semi automated. Okay, and I hope now you have understood the real time use case or business use case that I am taking today, and it is again a very practical use case. So before proceeding, please like, share and subscribe if you find anything valuable. And yeah, so let's proceed with the flow. So in the flow designer, you have to write flow designer in the left navigation, and then you will be redirected to the flow designer. Okay, here I have to create a new flow designer. So I'll just click on new here and I'll click on flow, and name I'm just giving this kind of name only so that it is easy to search. So request access flow, I'm just naming it, or maybe I can just add like this, so that I understand this was for YouTube. Okay, and then here it is. So in the trigger, I already explained that this is for a service catalog, and catalog also have already shown you all the variables I have explained there. So in the trigger will be application, and here you have to select service catalog. Okay, nothing in advanced options. I want it running in the background only. So I'll click on done. And the first activity for any catalog based flow designer I prefer is first to get all the catalog variables of the catalog item. So I will go for that action. That action is present under service catalog. Okay, here. Then here you have to go for get catalog variables. Here there is a mandatory field you have to select here. So request item you have to select, and then you have to select your catalog item here. So request access I am selecting. I am bringing all of this because I feel I will need all of this in my flow. And then the flow I have already discussed, it has to go to the group manager for the approval. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll ask for approval in the step. So record will be your this requested item only. Approval field and journal field is fine. This will be approve or reject. Approval rule is anyone approves or reject. And here I am selecting the group manager. Okay, now you would have understood why I gave it a reference field. So it will be very useful wherever I want it. So that's now approval is done. Now what I have to do, when it is approved, then I have to add the person to the group, and also I have to send a notification. So designing the notification part we'll do later. First of all, let's check if it is approved. So approved by, yeah, it's already coming, so I'll just select that approved by manager. So ask for approval, approval state, and here I'll do is and then approved. Okay, so if it is approved by manager, then you have to go and you have to you have to go and then you have to add the requester to the group. Okay, so adding the requester to the group means you are modifying the group membership. So how to modify the group membership? So you can see that group membership is present in this table, just showing in the platform first. So this is the table in where you can find the group membership. Okay, so in this table I'll be creating the record. So what I'll do, I will go for create record, and then table I'll select this table, group membership table that I showed you, this one. And then group will be the one which is provided as input by the user, so that I'll select from here. And then user will be the requested for, that also I already fetched from catalog item. So this record I have to create. Okay, and you can see these two are the fields here, user and group. So that field only I have added. Notification one, I told that I'll handle it in other video because this video is already getting quite long. So only group membership record we have created. Next we will update the requested item in the work notes, that the group membership access has been provided or it is approved, means that all. Okay, let's proceed with updating. You will see ultimately what I write. So we have to update the request item record, so that I'll select. And yeah, first we have to update the work notes. So there I'll write like the request has been approved by group manager, and the requester has been added to the group. Okay, so further I will add some these things for my purpose. Okay, so that if any errors I will be able to debug it. Okay, no, not this one. Okay, so this is work notes, and now that approval activity is done, we have granted access to the user, we have updated the requested item. So what we'll do, we'll finally close complete it. Okay, So we have to also update the state, and then we have to update the stage. So there we will choose completed. Yes. So this we will do. Okay, and then here we will directly end the flow. Okay. Now, huh. Now in the second branch of our flow was that if it is rejected, we have to send the rejection notification to the approval, sorry, to the user requested for, and we have to create a review task for service desk. And I already mentioned that service desk is just some random name I have given here. I will give I will assign the manual task to the ITSM group. Okay, so it will go to else if, which is the second branching, and then approval is rejected. Okay, so here we will check if the approval is rejected. Then we will go ahead and create a manual task, catalog task for this request item. So this one, okay, the request item we have to select. So the request item which triggers this short description, we will just review the rejected request access for further action. Okay, and yeah, assignment group we have to do. So assignment group I will go for ITSM. I already told, so I will do for this one, and nothing else is required. Next, when the catalog task status, because next after this catalog task is closed, only then can we close the requested item and yeah, only then can we close the requested item. So that's what I will do. So catalog task, okay, if we don't have to write catalog task changes to close complete. Yeah. So this one and then this one and then state. Okay, here we have to do for close complete. Yeah. And then this is the condition. So if it is marked as close complete, then what I will do, we will again update the requested item record in the work notes that the catalog task, associated catalog task has been marked as close complete, and hence we are also closing the request item. Okay. So same thing have to do. So what I'll do, I'll just this is I'm just doing for shortcut because I don't want to create it again. So yeah, I'll just update it. I'll erase this one. The associated catalog task has been marked close complete. Okay. So that is the reason this request item is being closed. Okay. And then if it is closed, then I'll directly close the flow also right here. Okay. And then else if part will be your catalog task state changes to close incomplete. Okay, so yeah, how to write the condition again, catalog task state changes to close incomplete. So this catalog task, this we have to select from here, we have to dot work, so that's how you dot work here. Okay, state and then close incomplete. Okay, so in that case what we will do, we will mark the requested item also is closed incomplete. Okay, so again we are updating the requested item. Yeah, so just again, and I will do the same thing to save myself from extra trouble. Okay, so yeah, yeah. So I'll just write it incomplete, and this one I'll have to change to incomplete. Okay, this is also done, and then we'll directly end the flow here. End the flow here. Okay, so this is my whole flow. Okay, once I'm giving you a little review, and then we'll proceed to test this flow. I mean, we will proceed to first add this flow to our catalog item, and then we'll test it. So first of all, the trigger for this catalog item is service catalog. Okay, and because obviously it is being triggered by a catalog request submission, so its trigger has to be service catalog. So first action we did is getting all the catalog variables for the request submitted, okay, catalog variables and its values. Then we followed as per the flow which I had shown, that if it is approved, we have to automatically add the user to the concerned group, the group which he chose in the request. So that's what I have done. Here we have asked for approval, okay, from the group manager, which again was auto populated in the request, sorry, in the catalog item only. Then if it is approved by manager, we are giving the requester for, I mean the user who submitted this catalog item, access to the group. So for that I already showed that we have to create record in this user group member table, group membership table, so that I did. And then whole activity of this, whole purpose of this request item was completed. So we closed, completed the request item and just updated something in the work notes. Okay, and then there was the second branch of the flow, which was that approval has been rejected. Okay, so for rejection, again, we are sending the rejection notification to the end user, and then we are creating a manual task to be reviewed by any group. Okay, so that's what I have done. We are checking if the catalog task has been closed complete. Then we are updating the request item, and then we are ending the flow. Close and complete. Then we are, yeah, yeah. So everything has been done. So you just click on activate. Okay, and then we attach this flow to our catalog item. And catalog item which I have created, I already showed it to you. Okay, so we will just attach it now. This is the catalog item that we had created in the flow. I'll just attach it. Okay, and then I'll save it. And then now we'll proceed for testing. So first I'm submitting it from here only, from the legacy view, and then I'll go to portal and then I'll submit it. Okay, so let's submit from here first. So requested for, I already explained that I have created a configuration that it will auto populate the requested for with the logged in username. So since I'm logged in as system administrator, it has taken requested for a system administrator. So here I'll just choose some other user. Okay, this Alan Rebeck, and group I'm choosing as database. Okay, so this Dawn Good Life person, Good Life or whatever it's pronounced, this person is the group manager of this database group, so it has auto-populated here. So first of all, we are doing positive testing. Positive testing means the approval which is generated should be approved, okay, by the group manager. Okay, so positive testing of approval, approval flow. Okay, so this is the request item that we have got. I'll just click on here and the request item will open. This is the concern requested item. Okay, so you can see requested for a system administrator here, and whatever fields we had filled here, that is visible here. And you can see the approval has been generated to Don Goodlife, who is nothing but group manager of the group that we selected, database group. Okay, so positive testing we are doing, so I will approve it on his behalf, and then I'll just refresh it. Before refreshing only, you can see that it has, the work note has been updated, that the request has been approved by group manager, and this, okay, this is action code and action message success. So it is successfully added, and then you can see that the request item state has also changed to close complete and state has changed to complete. Very good. Okay, now let's proceed for the negative testing that I will do from the portal. Okay, so let's just go to portal. Okay, we'll search with request access. That's the name of our catalog item. Okay, and again in requested for I'm giving some different person. So let's go with Beverly Campbell. Group I'm selecting as maybe network. Okay, Boragiri is the group manager of this group, that is fine. And then here we are going for negative testing, means in this case I will reject the approval which is generated for the group manager. Okay, and in this case what it should do, it should create a catalog task and it should assign it to the ITSM app dev group with the short description that I gave. Okay, so let's proceed with the testing if it does so or not. So again I will change this to the person and other things I'll let it be as it is. So from here I'll copy the request item number, sorry, request number. Okay, and here is the request item. So you can see the approval has been generated for Bo Rageri, who is the group manager of this group, network group. So this time I told that I'm going to reject from his behalf for the negative testing. So I have rejected. Now I'll just refresh the page. So you can see that the request item has been rejected and the catalog task has been created. It is assigned to ITSM dev group. It has taken the short description that I wanted. Okay, so this part is fine. Now what I'll do, that I'll mark it as close complete. So when I mark this catalog task as close complete, then the request item should also be changed to close complete and the state should also be changed accordingly. Okay, so from the list view only I'm making the change. So I'm marking it as close complete. So you can see already that the request item has been changed to close complete and the stage is also updated. And in the work notes, you can see that it has also been updated that associated catalog task has been marked as close complete. Now, before proceeding, which is for the final testing scenario for this whole use case, business use case, please like, share, and subscribe if you found anything valuable in this whole video or in any of the videos in my playlist or in my LinkedIn post, anything. And please don't forget to get the links of the LinkedIn in the pinned comment, the playlist, integration playlist, interview prep playlist, did you know playlist. You will get all the links there. Also, the WhatsApp community link there. So please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and check out the links. Now let's proceed with the final testing of this business use case, which is, in this case, not only am I going to reject the approval which is generated for the group manager, I will also mark the catalog task as close incomplete, which means that my request item should also be going to close incomplete. Okay, so let's choose somebody from here again, Cali, and the group that I'm choosing is not sure what are the group has manager. So let's just go to sys user group table and check if there are any other group which is having manager. Mm, yeah, I can see there is app engine admins. So let's just go with app engine admins only. Okay. So you can see this person is the manager of this group, so it has been auto populated here. And then final testing scenario for this business use case. Okay, so here again I'm choosing the same person, Cali, and I'm just checking out the details. I'm letting it be just like my previous two testing scenarios. From here I'm copying the request number. Yeah, so you can see this is the associated RATM, and within this you can see that approval has been generated for the manager of the group. This time I'm going to reject it like I said, and now catalog task should be generated now. Yes, very good. And this time I am going to mark the catalog task as close incomplete. Other details also you can see it has taken assignment group and short description. And you can see now the work note of the request item is already updated, that the associated catalog task has been marked close incomplete and the state and the stage has also been updated, which means our whole this catalog item, this our flow is working perfectly fine, and it is a very good use case for interview purpose, for in your project scenarios also you can encounter this, maybe in a little vast scenario which was adding the notifications, which how I originally constructed it. Maybe in next video I'll come up with the notification and I will integrate those notifications along with the flow somehow. That we'll check in the next videos. For now, that is it. I hope you learnt again a lot. Thank you so much. Bye bye.